Gibbs. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
14 yards that time for number 14.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. The give right side to Gibbs. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Goff. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. That is a big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Bates' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, And it's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
180!
Trying the left side with Gibbs. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Goff now looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Lions 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Off play action. Here's Goff. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. 120! Chester! What's that?
To throw is Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
6-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Running left, it's Henry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Brian Branch from the secondary in on the tackle. Now 2nd and 9.
At the 46-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 18.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
13,
Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
A gain of 14 yards brings up third down.
Throwing is Jackson. They'll try and do this himself. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on fourth down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on fourth down.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Goff now looking to throw. Going underneath. Gibbs has it. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll make it second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the second straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Now Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Well, another fine run right there from Lamar Jackson and CD. That one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise. With Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in the season as the top running backs in the league.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Lions 17.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45 out of bounds at the 44.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get... And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time.
First down. It's a gain of 32. First
Now
down.
Jackson going to shift him around. Henry up the middle. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now they'll change things up. On 3rd down, Henry. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 96 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
And the Ravens first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here.
A 26-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
180.
Now gone. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Play action. It's gone. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Wright's got it. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
180.
Now it's gone. That's complete to Laporta. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you look for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They got a chance to strike.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
20.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. It's
A
a
big
gain of a
play
yard.
looming
Brings
on
up
third down.
and 2.
Gibbs straight ahead. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
The kicker on for the
Extra point attempt to follow here. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
24-24.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. This is 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. Look at this. It's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
What's that?
Goff. And this is incomplete with the clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy